And now on to issues that can make or break the US presidential election this year. My colleague Dharamjot Kaur breaks it down for you.
The US presidential race has never been this close, and the stakes have never been higher. Beyond the narratives, the headline-grabbing quotes, the personal remarks and political rhetoric, it is the issues on the ground that truly make an election. For the United States, the story is no different. Over the past few months leading up to the presidential race, several pivotal issues have emerged. The American economy has been facing one challenge after another. While the current inflation rate has stabilized after years of volatility, it remains above the Federal Reserve's target of 2%. Real estate and the housing market is also facing a difficult time, as more and more voters find it hard to afford a home. As per a poll by Pew Research Center, 81% of the voters consider economy a critical factor in their voting decisions. An Ipsos poll shows over 52% voters are prioritizing economy as the top issue this election. Let's now talk about the candidates. Several surveys have revealed that while Kamala Harris holds a slight edge over Donald Trump in national averages, US voters prefer the Republican leader over Harris when it comes to matters concerning the economy. Another major issue that is critical in deciding this race is immigration. Trump has promised a radical shift in US immigration policy. The Republican has vowed to carry out what he calls the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. But his comments have immigration communities worried. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, said she backs the bipartisan bill which allows to raise the bar for asylum seekers. She has also talked about curtailing illegal immigration, saying that the existing system is broken. During her time as a senator, Harris had previously voted against Trump's Mexico border wall. For the longest time, the United States has taken pride in calling itself the world's oldest democracy. But of late, its reputation for being truly democratic has come under the scanner. The Capitol Hill riots of January 6, 2021 triggered a conversation on the duality of democracy. On several occasions, Trump has referred to rioters as true patriots and vowed to pardon most of them. Americans now fear a repeat of 2021. A poll showed that 62% voters say violence related to election is somewhat or very likely. The concern around democracy raises an overlapping issue for women of rights over their own body. After the US Supreme Court overturned the Roe v. Wade ruling in 2022, the debate around reproductive rights has divided the country. Kamala Harris has vowed to restore the historic ruling of Roe v. Wade. On the other hand, Donald Trump says it is up to the states to implement rights and laws on abortion. But the Republican leader has previously supported a 20-week federal ban. The pro-life versus pro-abortion debate has become so critical that 10 US states have put the issue to vote directly on the ballot. Voters in Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New York, and South Dakota are voting on the issue in addition to the presidential race. And for them, one will influence the other. America's foreign policy is also under the spotlight. With multiple wars raging, Washington's role in them has become a hot topic this election. The war in Gaza has been at the epicenter of demonstrations in America. Pro-Palestine protesters have pressured the Biden-Harris administration to push for a ceasefire. 43,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli bombing, and over 100 hostages still remain in Hamas's captivity. And a second war front has opened up between Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah group. Donald Trump has called for a fast end to the war and said that none of this would have happened if he were president. Harris has reportedly said that she wants to see a ceasefire, but so far there is no end in sight. The Russia-Ukraine war has also become a point of contention for voters. For more than 2.5 years, US has consistently supplied arms and ammunition to Ukraine. Harris says that Washington will continue to arm the country to fight Russian invasion. Trump, on the other hand, has claimed that he will stop the war within 24 hours if elected president. Last but not the least, America's gun laws. Repeated attempts to assassinate the former US president at his election rallies has brought gun violence back into the debate. While both sides have shunned political violence, Trump has repeatedly told US voters that Harris wants to take everyone's guns away. Meanwhile, the Democrat has called for a ban on assault rifles and a stricter vetting process for sale of guns. In 2024 alone, 11,600 people have been killed in shootings as of just September. For American voters, this is an important election issue. As per a poll, 53% Trump supporters and 59% Harris supporters believe that gun laws are a very important factor to determine their vote in the election.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.